What's up, guys? It's me, it's A-E-R-I-C. I am the People's co-host, Eric Barnes. This is The Late Debate, and today I am being joined by the extreme birthday boy, Mike Nagel.
I'm going to steal it this one time. That's me!
It'll be more than once. And also by slightly drunk, apparently, Mr. Entertainment himself, Noah Donish.
Yeah. Maybe just a little. What's up, guys? It's a late debate. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, I love it.
Who wouldn't want to hang with the crew? We're basically the coolest people.
Pretty much.
So anyway, today's topic, we have chosen Chris Crypto's comment, which was kind of a two-part thing. What would have happened if Brock never left WWE in 2004, and would Cena have never rose to stardom? Okay, so let's take a step back and think about why. Why did Brock leave?
Travel.
Well, Professor Farnsworth, I think we need to put this in the what-if machine.
Oh, it'll be in the what-if machine.
Brock does not like people. It's well documented, and the travel was getting to him. Being
fans,
time, fucking being a drug and alcoholic. A drug addict and an alcoholic didn't help.
Yep.
He just doesn't like dealing with anybody.
Yeah, and being in the wrestling business, the wrestling fans are way more difficult for the average performer to deal with than being a football player or an MMA fighter. I don't want to say wrestling fans are odd, but they demand, wrestling fans feel much more entitled to you in your personal life than...
Well, I mean, it's the only occupation where you're on the road all year.
Yeah.
With MMA, you come in, once every few months for a fight. With football, it's, 16 weeks, but you're not at home, for all those weeks, so...
Yeah, I think that's got to be a big part of it, is that to be a wrestler that has got to be on the road 52 weeks a year, you really have to love it, and Brock didn't and still doesn't love it.
I think he liked the money.
Right, but who would blame him? Okay, so... if he never left in 2004, obviously he was being built up until, the whole Goldberg match time period to basically be the face of the WWE. So if he hadn't left, would he have continued? Who could have rivaled Brock Lesnar as the main face of WWE during that time in 2004 when there weren't a lot of established stars anymore? A lot of people had just recently left. People were trying to be built up, but weren't yet. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, with Lesnar, he ran through everybody in his first year. He beat Hogan, Flair.
He didn't beat Stone Cold.
Yeah, we all know the reason for that. But he beat Hogan. He beat Flair. He basically went through and dominated the whole company, beat RVD to be King of the Ring, beat The Rock like a redheaded stepchild to be WWE champion,
That's true. Very, they have to have some incredible faith in you if you're coming in there with a star as established and as over as The Rock, and he'd only been there a few months. And then by SummerSlam, which for some reason that King of the Ring, they said whoever wins King of the Ring gets a title shot at SummerSlam, which was cool. But then, by SummerSlam just decimated The Rock, who was a part-timer by that point.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is, Brock already has feud with... What year did Eddie died in 2005 or 6? I
want to say 5. I think October of 2005, if I'm not
and Brock
mistaken.
was gone in 2004. And Benoit died in 2007. I think maybe a program between Brock and Benoit before Benoit passed, but it would have been the same thing. Benoit would have been putting him over. And now in terms of people that could actually rival him, I think Cena possibly would have had a good feud with him. I think Cena would have still been up and coming, but he would have definitely been shadowed by Brock Lesnar.
They did the feud thing, and I got to tell you, they were not the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they did have a very short feud in 2003, I believe, after WrestleMania, I think.
I saw them fight at a house show in L.A., and it was terrible.
Honestly, like, all of Brock's matches haven't really been the greatest match that anyone's ever seen. They're very simple ground and pound wrestling matches, and
he had some great matches with Kurt.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
As long as Brock doesn't do a
house.
freaking shooting star press and almost kill himself.
What are you talking about? That's his WrestleMania moment. Stop talking about it.
True.
That overshadows
Let's
him
forget about beating the
Undertaker.
Undertaker. Let's just look at the shooting star press.
Hey, yeah, you know what? He beat the Undertaker, but honestly, I think SummerSlam is Brock Lesnar's fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever lost at SummerSlam.
He kicks ass all. Well, okay, so let's get to the second part of this question. Would Cena have never rose to stardom if Brock Lesnar had never gone away? Or would he have come to the level that he is now?
I think so.
I think so too. I mean, you can't, in the 21st century, you can't really put, and granted to a certain degree WWE did that with Cena, but I think it's also partly they didn't have any other options. But you can't really put the company on one person's back the way that they did like a Hulk Hogan. You can't do that nowadays. And especially considering they had the brand split going on, you needed, and The Rock leaving for Hollywood and all these injuries, all this is proven. You can't trust one person to carry your whole business. You have to have a backup plan. And Cena in that time period would have been a pretty damn good backup plan. So, yes, I still think he would have risen to stardom. Superstardom.
Super duper stardom.
I think JBL probably would have had a tough time getting to his spot, but not.
Yeah, I don't think
Cena.
JBL would have been the world heavyweight champion for as long as he was, even maybe not even a world heavyweight champion if Brock Lesnar didn't leave.
Yeah,
that's a really good point. I think of all the top stars, especially right after he left, which is kind of what we're thinking about, that would have been affected, JBL probably would have been the main one because, I mean, come on, almost a year-long title reign from JBL, and nothing against him. I think he's fine. I think he's entertaining.
He was the closest thing to a big guy replacement that they had that could do like a devastating-looking finisher maneuver with that clothesline from hell. I mean, JBL is a big guy, so when you lose Brock Lesnar, you lose a big guy. Granted, JBL's not as big, but still, they...
No, I think he got the title run because he made Vince a lot of money on the stock market.
That could be true.
Because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesday.
That's a good point, though. Since he was JBL the replacement for Brock?
Perhaps. Never. I mean, only Vince.
I never really thought about that either, but that's interesting.
I think Batista was the replacement for Brock.
Yeah, true. But it took a little bit longer for them to get Batista ready, I think. And JBL was already somebody that they trusted.
Was the veteran that they could put and kind of trust to do that.
Right, that makes sense. I know the late debates, generally we talk about old stuff, but since we're talking about Brock Lesnar, have you guys seen the video of Paul Heyman kind of insinuating that Brock Lesnar possibly wasn't supposed to win at WrestleMania 30? And just kind of made the decision that he did. What do you guys think about that?
Even as tough as Undertaker is, I don't think he'd be able to fucking argue with Lesnar.
Well, I don't think so either, but do you think that if they said Brock could go out there and lose, that Brock would decide to take it into his own hands, decide he was bigger than the business, basically, and go out there and just be like, you know what? I want to beat The Undertaker. I want to have that notch in my belt, and then they can't fire me because I just beat The Undertaker.
I think the backlash from... I mean, Brock could kick a lot of people's ass in WWE, but I think...
As long as he's on his fucking supplements.
But, well, here's the thing. I think one-on-one, Brock could take out pretty much most all the boys in the back. But I feel that if... well, at the same time, the boys in the back didn't really know the finish of that match to begin with. They don't like air that because they don't want that leaked out. And maybe the Undertaker's the type of guy that wouldn't like go backstage and complain about it. But if like the boys in the back got wind of Brock Lesnar like forcing the Undertaker to lay down, like literally, and that wasn't part of the show, I think there would be so much backlash from 99% of the locker room. They would literally run Brock Lesnar out of the company on a rail for that.
But Brock Lesnar doesn't care about anybody back in the locker room.
Yeah,
they would literally kick his ass. That's what I'm trying to say. They would
Who
all
in the
team
locker
up.
room could kick his ass? Noah?
No, that's what my point was. One person can't, but if they all teamed up, I mean, 10 on 1, I'm sorry, but Brock's probably going to be going down.
I don't know. Brock on steroids? I'd have my money on Brock
Against 10 people? No, that's called Brock on PCP to where he can't feel anything. If Brock's on PCP, then no, he wouldn't feel it.
What, the Sherm? He likes to get wet? Is that what you're saying?
To be fair, honestly, I think that this was just a kind of a bullshit story from Paul Heyman because he's such a good storyteller.
No, Brock,
and he wanted to maybe create a little rumble and hype for Brock. But
Heyman being Heyman.
Very interesting, and it was a good video. I mean, he's a great storyteller. I'll give the guy that. All right. So, anyway, you guys good or what?
No, I'm good.
I'm
beyond
good.
You guys are so good. All right. Well, as usual, guys, go ahead. If you have a suggestion for us to talk about, leave it down in the comments. We'll pick one of them, probably.
Just one.
This has been the Late Debate. Do you guys get any plugs? Let's start with birthday boy Mike Nagel.
Yes. You can follow me on the Instagram at xmvnagel. Please do not be a dirty whore if you are. Do not follow me on there. You can follow me on Twitter. We had this conversation on the last episode of The Scoop. On the Twitter, I am the Ultimo Nagel. At Ultimo Nagel, you may follow me, and I will interact with you, probably. And you can check out my YouTube channel, FTW Nage. Please do not add me on the Facebook, or I will report you to the appropriate authorities.
He'll do it. He'll fucking do it. Noah, what do you got?
All right. Follow me on Twitter at Noah Donish. Like my official Facebook fan page, facebook.com/official Noahmania. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Noahmania.
Why do you have a light bulb in your hand? Are you about to smoke Twizzy?
What?
You about to smoke some Twizzy with that light bulb?
Maybe.
Oh, shit, son.
Woo!
I didn't know you were like that, Noah. Damn.
I don't know. All right.
All right. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm EBar. Follow my channel. Subscribe if you haven't. Did he just shove the light bulb up his ass?
I think so, to get an idea.
And then he's sniffing it? All right. Anyway, yeah. So follow me on Twitter at
No.
Follow me on Twitter at EBarSays. Check out my shows, The Co-op Crew. It's a new series. Raw's EBar, Gaming with EBar. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. We'll have to clean up some vomit, but we'll see you.